All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Let's go.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Here's first and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Down the field. It's caught on that left sideline. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's first and goal. It is a huge play for Detroit. Pickup of 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Here's Gibbs. And he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. 17 touchdowns now on the year. Extra point attempt still to come. He knocks it through. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And third down coming up.
Warriors 70. Ready.
He'll look to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Here we go.
On the run, here's Hall. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
I can tell you firsthand as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack. Hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and long.
Go, Reed, go. Ready.
Back to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Set up. Go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game. Like, I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now there's...
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Reese Hall, touchdown, New York. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Jets come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Drive will start on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On second down, it's Gibbs. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. They'll run with Gibbs. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Quincy Williams in there for the stop. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully.
At their own 36-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Come on, set.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here we go, set.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Set, go.
They'll run. This is Hall. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it's going to lead to 4th down.
Coverage by Terrion Arnold.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Jets will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. Your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Sauce Gardner makes the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Incomplete. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Set.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. The Jets have the advantage. Or from MetLife Stadium after this. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They give to Hall. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Trying the left side, here's Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to fourth down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he's going backwards here. They're going to take him down, back at the 5.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is third down.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Throwing now on third and long. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
Shut up. Cowboy 80. Mustang 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Let's go now.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he'll get this up to the 44. That's Darnell Savage up from the secondary to make the stop. Second down and 8. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. Here now, 3rd and 5. That one on target to Williams. He's got him. They get 16 on that connection. 1st down, Detroit.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be taken down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And it's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door.
And he's in. Touchdown, Detroit.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now, faking the give. And that is incomplete.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one. Mike, I have to be honest, when offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Every time a quarterback is sacked, everyone kind of looks around at the offensive lineman like, oh, come on, guys, pick it up. I don't think this was on the O-line at all. I think the quarterback is holding on to the ball too long. You know what they say, Mike? Sacks, those are quarterback stats.
And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! Set to go now on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Again, working deep downfield. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now, as he's on to punt for Detroit. Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Lions are in the lead as we get you down to Florida. Orlando specifically. For the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Kirby Joseph there to make the play. They face 2nd down and 7. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. From out of the gun, he'll throw. This one is caught by Dotson. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards. RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Reese Hall, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
Here we go, Shaq. Pioneer.
He's got his man complete. That's Judy. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Now it is first and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. To the goal line and in. David Njoku. Touchdown, Jets.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Past midfield. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
And that right there is how you regain momentum. You just gave up the lead, but now here comes a huge boost by your special teams. Just an excellent return. Going to set them up with great starting position on this next drive.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that ball out of reach. It'll be an incompletion. So that challenge, a successful one. It's a toss play, left to Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that gain to nothing.
Let's go now.
Handoff here, up the middle. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibbs. This defense back up but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. It is brought in the end zone. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. The PAT, up and good. And the Lions move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Come on, set. Lion.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game?
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
Whoa! And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Williams in motion. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
2nd and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
Quick throw, taken in, and great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Lions.
Let's go now.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's a short one caught by Laporta.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this out wide. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Detroit. An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
That's good for a Jets.
Now they'll set up to throw.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey.
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And he is going to score a pick six for the touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. And the Lions tack on one more to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set.
Right back to the air following that pick six. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
Third and long.
Here we go, here we go.
And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
On comes the punt team now for the Jets. And he's on to punt for just the second time in this game. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Now a handoff running right. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
Let's go now.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Lions first down. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check, contact, check, contact. Let's go.
They hand it to Gibbs. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.